now. Welcome to Sip Happens, episode
29.
29.
We made it. 29, almost 30.
That's my age, JK.
I know. Wouldn't that be? Actually, thinking back to what 29-year-old Stefany was like, I'm happy to be where I am now.
Really?
I think I've made some great decisions. Yeah, I love where I am now.
So do I. It's very comfortable.
It is. I also I don't dislike or regret anything about 29-year-old Stefany. I think she had a great journey, but I'm happy with where I am now.
Same. And like I miss, like the years where I was like living in an apartment by myself and like in grad school and that life. But then when I think about it, I'm like, oh, I would hate to have that life. Like I miss aspects of it.
Yeah,
but if I
absolutely.
really think, like I always tell my husband, like, can you imagine like going on a date with somebody? Like, oh, like
I'd be horrible in the dating world right now.
terrible.
Horrible.
Like if I can't just fully be myself and like complain about my sore stomach and like, oh, I'm going to have diarrhea. Like, you know what I mean? Like could never be me.
For better or worse,
can't
I
imagine.
did that on dates when I was 29. So maybe that was my
says a
problem.
lot.
I was a very open book on dates. So
Wait, so for everyone listening,
yes, we have an unfamiliar voice.
the mystery voice from God,
who sometimes gets diarrhea on dates.
Sometimes.
Is Miss Renee from the Mom Room podcast. Mom, wife, has her PhD, just woman who we respect and are so excited to talk to about all things. I think we connected on TikTok, and I have just been completely enveloped in your content and what you put out there, your transparency with mental health and being the default parent and juggling all things in life, and just everything about the way you present stuff is phenomenal. So we're very excited to talk to you. Thank you for being here, Renee.
Thank you.
And I hope you are able to tell your husband when you're getting diarrhea. I mean, I tell mine all the time. Mine's very invested.
You know what? Like he will get a text message, any little thing that's happening in my day, he will get a text message about it. And he will respond.
That they know.
Yeah.
It's important to keep
like,
them in the loop.
if I had a good poop, if I have a sore stomach, like I'm having a little bit of anxiety, like it doesn't matter what it is. Today it was like, I want to put up the Christmas tree when you get home from work. And he was like, maybe we should do it on Sunday where we have like all day. And I was like, no, because I have CrossFit. Milo has CrossFit. And I was like, this is my mental health day. And I want to put up the Christmas tree. And he was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
My husband one time, this is reminding me, sent a text to me and said something ridiculous like, OMG, I've been on the toilet for at least 20 minutes. I don't know what we ate last night, but it's coming out of me. And I didn't see it. And then I get a response on my phone from his mom who goes, oh, no, honey, I hope you're feeling okay. And he had accidentally sent it to the family, the group, instead of just me. And it was just the best, most appropriate response from a 34-year-old man's mother who didn't need to know that information and was supposed to just go to his wife. But it was the best.
But like, is there anything better than like a really good poop? Like, I can't think of anything that feels better.
Throws
honestly.
off the entire day for me if it doesn't
Everything.
happen in the morning.
Yeah, you know what? Like I deal with constipation all the time, but I know how to manage it with diet. And because we were just in Las Vegas, and so every time I travel, my digestion just gets totally messed up. And then you know what the trick is? People listening, I don't know why this isn't talked about more. Rubbing castor oil all over your belly and doing like a massage, and then you put on Amazon they have like the wraps, so you put on the castor oil, put the wrap on, tie it behind your back so that you don't like get oil everywhere. Then I put a heating pad over my stomach while I'm like watching my show. Then I go to bed with the cover still on. Works like a charm.
What is it? Is it like
unbelievable?
Is it like something in the castor oil? Like a
I've seen TikToks from people who are holistic medicine people talk about castor oil and all the benefits of it. It is unbelievable.
They put it everywhere. They rub it on their face. They use it for digestion. They put it everywhere.
And so my husband's mom was saying that when they were little, they would like drink a tiny bit of it to get their digestion going. But just the fact that like I rub it on my stomach and then you have the best poop of your life the next day. What?
It's magical.
People need to talk about this and they need to know.
It's also,
I mean, I've never heard of it.
I don't
Amazing.
think it is professionally recommended, but holistic and other people say it can help induce labor, which I've been targeted by recently, just because the effect it has down there just kind of stimulates whatever you need to get out of your body. It helps get it out.
All kinds of things. And the thing that's good is like if you take a medication, like a pharmaceutical for constipation, you're going to have like a raging sore stomach. You're going to be in the bathroom forever. You don't know when it's going to hit you. So you have to stay home for like 12 hours.
Yeah.
This is like just easy peasy. Have the best poop.
The gut issues, I mean, I think a lot of it is like, I don't know, it's plagued my life for a long time. And I'm finally like in like a really good place. But I mean, I feel like it's even so much more like heightened with women. I'm sure like men experience too, but no one really talks about it. But like the things that we go through within our bodies, but specific to gut issues, constipation, like painful gas or like uncomfortable bloating. Like for 2 years, I thought I was like 6 months pregnant because I was just bloated. I couldn't figure it out. And, you know, I tried every supplement in the book and I'm finally like in like a really, really good place. And like for me,
did you figure anything out?
No. I think the biggest thing is like I ended up seeing like a functional doctor and that functional doctor ended up taking a little bit more of a holistic approach to, you know, what are the foods that you're eating? You know, if you're drinking like Coke Zeros or any diet sodas, maybe there's like an aspartame thing in there. And I really wasn't. But for me, it was a combination, I think, of hormones, age, and I'm in a really good spot now. Like you take something called glutamine. It's like a supplement. You just figure out what works for you. And like, for me, that was like really important. That plus dialing in how I start my day every morning, which is waking up, water, creatine, my gut supplement, and I walk my dog first thing in the morning. So it's like that movement light. And then I'll have like, I don't know, a protein bar. And then I'll have like oatmeal with chia seed. I have like my routine
That's what I just had
dialed
for
in.
lunch.
I need oatmeal.
It's the best.
It's like the fiber, the chia seeds, the flax seeds.
With chia seeds, hemp hearts, and I put protein powder in mine. Like that is what I need to have for breakfast, or I can just kiss pooping goodbye. Like
it's crazy.
Goodbye.
You literally train your body. You train your body.
But I love on the protein. I was gonna say like is like I'm obsessed with the maple. I'm sorry, I have to tell everyone. I'm obsessed with.
I think this is the third episode you've plugged this. We're not getting kickbacks from this brand. They're not sponsoring us.
It's the best tasting protein, in my opinion. Ballerina Farm, maple sugar. Whether you like her or not, it doesn't really matter. I'm here for the protein. I'm here for the taste, and it is the best
Steph
thing.
has tried a lot too, so she can vouch for protein powders.
I didn't know Ballerina Farm was in the protein game.
She is in the protein game.
She's entered lots of games.
But I've done it all. I've done Thorn, I've done Momentum, I've done Kashava. I have every protein in the book, and it's the best tasting one.
Nice. I use one. Okay, so I used to do a plant-based protein. I cannot. It makes me so bloated and gassy. It's insane.
Oh, thanks.
So I think those are based on pea protein, but there's a small grocery store chain in Canada or maybe even just Ontario. It's called Farm Boy, and they have their own protein powders. Unbelievable.
So, is it whey?
So nice.
What do you
use?
Whey.
Yeah. It's whey. Yeah.
I find whey satiates me more too.
Yeah. 100%. No,
Can you tell this is like my favorite topic is like protein and supplements and like
health.
we even talked about CrossFit yet, so let's not get down that rabbit hole.
Yeah. I used to be like a supplement like hoarder and like just obsessed. Like I would listen to a podcast where it was like the founder of some fucking supplement. Can I swear?
Yes,
of course.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
I was like the founder of a supplement company and they're like talking about their products and like all this stuff. And I would immediately go drop like $200 to order whatever they were talking about. I was like, I need it. And then it would just sit in my cupboard. And I was like, I think it's ADHD. Like, I think that's like a thing where you're like, oh, this is going to change my life. You know?
Yeah.
It could, like this right here. I don't know if you guys saw I was posting about like journaling. I did it for like a day. Changed my life for a day.
That's me and crochet. Yeah. My daughter keeps asking when I'm going to finish that turtle. I was going to make her because I was like, I need to be accountable for my crochet. So I'm going to tell the kids that I'm making them turtles. This has been like 6 months, I think, that there's no turtles. There's nope, nothing happened. It's very much ADHD.
Oh my
very
God.
much.
Like you get into something and you're like, okay, this.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the thing. Remember, I was doing those freaking day 1, day 2. I got up to day 8 of like organizing my entire life.
Yeah, I wanted to
Oh my
talk
God.
about that. You were reorganizing your entire home.
That was so amazing. And then I got so busy. So what do you do?
Just
Like,
go back to disorganization.
What do you do? All of a sudden, I couldn't spend half a day like flipping my house upside down.
Yeah.
So at least Milo's room got done. But I was really looking forward to doing like a digital cleanse. So like I wanted to organize all my Pinterest boards. I wanted to go through my phone and delete
Yeah.
pictures and videos that I no longer need and like clean up all my passwords and
It sounds so
delete
nice.
like apps that I don't use. Like I wanted to do a full digital, and now look at me, you know?
Yeah, I get it. Now the ADHD, you were a adult diagnosis, correct? That's not something you were diagnosed, or am I remembering that incorrectly?
Like I didn't pay somebody $500 to diagnose me. Like a lot of people say it's very expensive to actually get a diagnosis. I had like an hour-long conversation with my doctor, and I remember for like months, because I always was curious, like, should I try the medication and just see what happens? And I would ask my husband, like, should I make a doctor's appointment about like to see if I have ADHD? And he would look at me and be like, you do have ADHD.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I
Like,
was
why
like,
do you
"Oh,
need someone to tell you?
okay, great." So
Thanks.
anyways, I had like this long conversation with my doctor, and she's like, here's the thing. Try the medication. You're either going to hate it or you're going to like thrive on it and it'll feel like the right thing. So I would take it. The thing that I like about the medication is you just take it as needed. It's not like an anxiety medication where it has to build up in your system for like a month before it works. So you can take the ADHD medication one day and then not take it the next day. Like, doesn't matter. So I would take it here and there. And on the days where I would take it, I was like, wow, like I'm going to conquer the world. Like I can do anything I set my mind to. Like you just feel so productive, so focused and able to like, you know, you have a list, like a to-do list, just like check, 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 check. Like it was amazing. Yeah. And then I was like, I got nervous that it was going to start to affect my sleep and things like that. So then one week I was like, I'm going to try and take it 3 days in a row. Or like for this week and see what happens.
Sure.
And I was on a super low dose, like 10 milligrams. Some people take like 50. And it was probably like placebo, not even doing anything. But I started to notice that I would crash in the afternoon. So I would be like, bump, 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 bump. And then by like 3 p.m., I couldn't even get off the couch. And I was like, I don't like that. Yeah. So I haven't taken it for months and it's just sitting in my drawer. But
which is also very ADHD of you.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I always think like, what would my life be like if I just took it regularly? Like, because I really struggle with like, what I do for work is probably the worst possible thing for somebody with ADHD. And when I was in grad school, everything was so like, I lived in a condo by myself. Everything was so organized and neat. And everything was like on my schedule. I was so type A with school stuff and organized and would get everything done right away. And then you become a mom. I have all these like podcasts and content creation and emails, 45,000 emails a day. And like, it's the worst. It's the worst.
But there's no set schedule, I find. So I don't think I've ever formally been diagnosed ADHD, but I'm very much ADHD. I was diagnosed and given a prescription once when an old boss sent me to her doctor and said, she's going to ask you 3 questions. You say yes, yes, no, and then she'll give you the prescription. So I was essentially a drug dealer. And then, so she never actually diagnosed me. And then more recently, I was like, you know what? I'm very much ADHD. I want to understand better, like, because it's a spectrum. I want to understand, the attention deficit side, the hyperactivity side, where I fit in there, how I can better manage it myself, especially because I think this was right before we did our transfer for this baby. So I was like, I'm not going to be able to take medication. I want to be able to like understand better and have a better grip on this and see if there's natural things I can do. So did a virtual appointment with a new doctor, and they sent me a page with 6 questions on it. And I answered the questions and I like held it up to the video and was like, these are my answers. And she was like, yes, you are ADHD. And I was like, 6 questions? Like, no, like that doesn't. So I went from 3 questions to 6 questions. So I don't feel like I've ever actually been diagnosed. And I would love to understand, like, I know I have zero control over my brain or my thoughts. And anytime I do take medication, it helps. But very often the medication misfires and I'll be sitting down to do work. But then I'm like, wait a minute, I could reorganize the kids' dresser. And so I will then just pivot and focus all of that newfound medicated energy on doing something that doesn't help me or benefit me. Like, yeah, that had to get done, but not right now in the middle of
Well,
my workday.
you mentioned like you don't take. I mean, I'm sure there's multiple different forms of medication, but like let's say like Adderall. So you don't take then like an Adderall every day as part of an ongoing med plan for ADHD. You take it on more of like an as needed basis, or like you don't
Yeah.
take it back to
Yeah,
back to back.
like some people just take it Monday to Friday because they don't need to be so focused and productive on the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, like it's great, but I don't know. I don't know why I can't consistently take it and just see what happens. I just didn't like that I was so tired in the afternoon. And I
Yeah.
feel like it's a slippery slope because it is a medication that like people become dependent on and like abuse, and
Yeah.
that freaks me out too.
Yeah. When I
I mean,
first started taking Adderall, I lost my appetite entirely and just would forget to eat throughout the workday. I'd bang out all my work and I'd get stuff done, but I'd completely forget to eat and I would just be having water. And then I would get home at the end of the night and I wouldn't be able to sleep because I had taken so much Adderall throughout the day. And then I was losing weight and not sleeping. And I was like, this doesn't seem productive. But again, this was at the same time I was in a toxic work environment that sent me to their drug dealing doctor. So I made it work at the time, but I am no longer there. I'm in a much better place. But that's also part of the reason that I now own my company and I can create my own schedule. I
Yes.
had this realization where I was like, I can't work in a corporate environment. I would have to be on medication in order to make that work. I would have to be. And I also am just not someone who likes having to rely on medication for anything. Like if I have a headache, my first go-to is going to be chugging water. I'm not going to grab an Advil. I don't want to have to rely on medication to fix something about me. And I understand there's some medicines that are necessary for something happening in your body, but I just don't want to have to rely on something to get my brain to focus.
I know. It is a
It's
fun
tough.
experiment though. One day, like I might just do it and see like what happens. Watch, I'm gonna be like a totally different person.
Get
I'm
back
gonna
on the
like,
sauce.
or like, will it be a good thing or will it be a bad thing? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. I would wait. So I didn't regularly take it. But when I would have like a big day coming up or like I had a deck I needed to get through or something that I was like, I have to stare at my computer for 4 straight hours. I need to get this done. I would be like, I'm popping a pill because there's no way. I know it's not going to happen.
Interesting.
It's wild. So I want to, Renee, ask you. So I've been deep in all things content and pod, and this is amazing. 'Cause this is the first time I'm meeting you and chatting with you live. Like, can you tell me more about how you even started? Let's say, like, in this pod game, if you will.
Yeah.
And then I want to dive into like all of the incredible guests and everyone that you've talked to. But like, I don't know. I just want to start there.
So I have a PhD in psychology, which I finished 3 days before quarantine started. So my whole thing was like, I'm going to work at a big research institute downtown Toronto, or I'm going to be a professor at a university. That was the plan. And then quarantine happened. And in quarantine, I was home with Milo. He was like 18 months at the time. And I just started making TikToks. And the things that I would talk about on TikTok would blow up. And so many comments would be left on the videos. I was like, oh, I should start a podcast so I could do like long form content about these topics and then bring on experts, but then also do solos. So I started the Mom Room that summer of 2020. And then once the world went back to normal, it just was my full-time job. And my husband was like, okay, just keep doing that. And so that's kind of how it happened, which is so
It's such a pivot.
bizarre.
And also very quick to go from just posting some TikToks to let's launch a wildly successful podcast. It was such a need. I mean, I was not a
Right.
mom yet during the pandemic, but Stefany, I think Max and Milo are about the
Well, yeah, I
same
was gonna say,
age.
is he Milo, 6?
He's
5,
7.
6?
He just turned 7.
Oh, so he's older. Yeah. So I've met Max. He's turning 7 in March of 2026. So right around the
Nice.
exact same age. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, pandemic. It was wild. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Having kids
Yeah.
during that period, I had nieces and nephews during that period. It's life altering for the parents, for the kids, just completely
Yeah.
changes
It
the
was.
dynamic.
It really gave me perspective on what it's like to be a single mom or a stay-at-home mom that has a partner that works a lot. Because my husband's a doctor, during quarantine, he was working his regular job. So he worked Monday to Friday, but then also was on call a lot. And so I was like, wow. Like, because before Milo was in daycare, like I
Yeah.
took a maternity leave. So I was home with him till he was like 11 or 12 months old. But then he was in daycare and I got used to that and like doing school stuff during the day. And then quarantine happened and it was just like, oh my gosh, like this is how so many people, like minus the not being able to go out and see people and stuff, but like this is how so many moms experience motherhood and postpartum. And I was just like, fuck this. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
It
Not a fan.
sucked.
I say often, I love being a mom. I've always known I wanted to be a mom. I was not made to be a stay-at-home mom. I know that for sure. That's a
Yes.
very different path, very
Yeah.
different journey, responsibility. And your mom was a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah.
So was that ever
For
something
the
that
most part.
appealed to
Yeah.
you?
Oh,
Were you ever
when I
like,
was
"Oh, my
younger,
mom did it."
yeah, no, when I was younger, I was like, oh my God, my mom, like, that's what I want to do. Like, what my mom, and somewhere along the line, I was like, nope, I'm going to be Carrie Bradshaw. I'm going to just like be
Of
single and
course.
have this big job and not ever get married. And that's kind of where I was. And then I met my husband and I was like, oh, okay. And then we got married and then we had a
Fine.
kid. Like, because once you meet a person,
It
like
all
when I
makes
met my
sense.
husband, I was like, oh, okay, then I want to have a kid with you.
Yeah.
So then
Yeah.
like that all changed. But I literally thought like, oh yeah, stay-at-home mom, like that's amazing. And then I tried to do it and I was like, oh,
No.
it's actually so
I
hard.
have
Like,
such respect for stay-at-home moms. Such respect. It is
So you
so much.
travel a lot. So do you ever bring him with you? Because you're in Vegas and I saw all like your Bravo content, which is so funny because like I wish like I could dive into the lore and legacy of all things BravoCon, but like I sadly don't watch a ton of that. So that's like,
I don't either.
oh my
I
God, you
mean,
guys are missing out.
I know.
I don't. Yeah.
I just
My
like,
taste in reality TV is Love is Blind. Which is so sad.
Hey,
And Golden
that is
Bachelor. I
good.
love those.
Love is Blind
interests
is
me.
so good.
It's
Oh
so
my God.
fascinating to me.
To see how people interact, and in the pods, everybody is so emotionally mature and says all the right things. You're just like,
And
wow, these are
then
stand-up
true
humans.
colors
Like,
when they
and
see each
then
other.
they leave the
It's
pod, and you're
toxic.
just
It's
like,
so toxic. Yeah.
so if I want to say I'm just starting out. So if you had to put me on a reality show or
to
Bravo
watch.
Bravo
diet,
newbie.
a Bravo newbie. Well, yeah, I'm not a newbie, but like a Bravo on ramp.
Yeah.
Give me your prescription for ramping into that.
Do you think you would enjoy Housewives or something
So
more like
I like New York.
Vanderpump?
I like New York Housewives and LA. I like the OG Housewives.
Okay.
I could do Vanderpump because if I followed all of the drama just from an arm's length away. I don't mind real estate. I do Selling Sunset on Netflix. That kind of can dabble into that. So that's an option.
Yeah.
The Love is Blind. Okay.
Love.
I don't do the Southern Charm.
So good.
You know what my
So,
mother-in-law
okay.
loves is Below Deck.
That is so
think-
good. And honestly, if people out there are looking for something to watch with their husband, husbands love Below Deck.
Well, your husband
See,
would.
mine wouldn't. Mine would not.
No?
Oh, it's
Because mine's
so
actually a
good.
captain and he does charter sales. So he'd be like, no, this is not how it
Oh,
goes. Like,
damn.
he
Really?
knows too much. Yeah, he knows too much. So he wouldn't be. So anytime my mother-in-law comes over, she's like, oh my gosh, Spencer, this is, and he's like, Mom, that's not how it works. It's
That's
not,
like when my
no."
husband watches medical shows. He's like, oh my God.
Okay, but so my sister's an ER doctor, and she said the one exception she has with that is the Pitt. Have you guys
Everybody
watched
talks
that?
about this. We haven't watched it. What platform is it on?
Good
HBO
question.
Max.
Is it HBO Max?
HBO. I
Oh,
know
okay.
because yeah.
She
I
said it's
watched
the
it. It's
only
great.
medical show she can watch because it is so realistic. And I was like, but doesn't that even make it worse? You're just like at work. And she was like, no, it's so good. They do such, because she can actually watch it. And I don't know, maybe her brain's a little skewed that she wants to watch that after leaving a shift at the ER. But I'm curious if your husband would get on board with it.
Yeah. I thank you for reminding me about that because I heard about it so much when it first came out and everybody was talking about it and we never
It's good.
watched it.
It's
I really want to
Noah
watch that.
Weil. I mean, he's like OG
Making a
ER,
comeback.
and then
Yeah.
I mean, he was great. Yeah, it's intense though. I mean, it is graphic, intense. I don't watch a ton of ER drama, but yeah. Actually, I did watch. Have you guys seen The Substance with Demi Moore?
No,
And
but I heard
yes.
about that too.
Well, I mean, she won her
So
first Oscar
disturbing.
for it. It was in Margaret Qualley, who I think is
Yeah.
just so beautiful. It's hard to look at her. It was so graphic. I made the mistake I have a little Google Home and I kind of put a little device on my counter. So when I'm making dinner, I watch my little shows as like background. I made the mistake of putting on The Substance while I'm literally cutting chicken and making dinner. Holy fucking shit, do not do that. It is so graphic. I was like, yep.
What
clicking
sort
that
of
off.
graphic is it?
It is her transforming into a younger version of ourselves, and they basically just
So is it like
end up
nips and tucks?
Yes, but there's basically people being born out of each other. There's graphic
Oh.
aging. There's blood. There's very graphic scenes with chickens and it is a very graphic one. So I'll just
Interesting.
put that out there. The
But is it
Substance.
good or is it just
I had a hard time getting past, honestly, like the gore of it, which is
Yeah.
almost like kind of distracting for me.
It's supposed to be like a commentary on women
a
in Hollywood.
It's Demi Moore literally doing anything she can to stay young. She's a young workout instructor and she's aging and they're about to kick her out of the show. And so she injects a big, substance into her, which basically produces a second one of her, which is Margaret Qualley, a younger version of herself. And they have to like trade places every 7 days by giving each other shots. And it is crazy town. They have to like take a shot in your spinal cord.
I didn't realize it was that sci-fi-y.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like a
What do you mean?
commentary on
It's
aging.
real life.
Real life. I mean, everything you do.
Soon.
But it's just like you're so seeped into reality show and pop culture. That's why I had to ask you, like, what's the media diet you would put on me? And like
The thing is
you've
like
been talking to so many amazing people too.
if you
So that's the
wanted
second
to
piece.
start, it's like it depends on your level of commitment. Like Vanderpump Rules will go down in probably as like the greatest reality TV show of all time, but it is no longer. So it just depends. Like if you want to sit there and get into like 11 seasons of a show, highly recommend. That is the best. My faves are Vanderpump. And like there's just so much around Vanderpump. Like Lisa has her restaurants in Vegas and like the restaurants in West Hollywood. It's just so good. But like a shorter season, like right now everybody's obsessed with the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That's like the big show right now, I would say. Southern Charm is unbelievable. And the nice thing about Southern Charm is like a lot of the people on it stay on it. They're still on it.
Yeah.
And Summer House as well. Those are like the 3 big shows, like outside of Housewives.
I think the Salt Lake City Housewives feels like a good entry for me. It's like a show that I'll watch when I'm in my sauna type of thing.
It's not a ton of seasons either. Like it's not a ton of seasons, so it's not overwhelming. There's a new show that takes place out of Charleston as well. It's called Southern Hospitality. That has 3 seasons, I think. That's a good one too. It's current.
Is it like similar concept or is it, I mean, in my head, it sounds like bar restaurant world.
Yeah, it's similar concept to like Vanderpump Rules. Like it's out of one of the restaurants in Charleston. It's the people that work there. It's good.
It's amazing.
Yeah,
It's all just like all of it. Tell me about your guests. So like I was going like through all of the archives and I feel like what's so cool, I feel like, about your perspective is like you dabble between like a Matthew McConaughey. So don't even get me started on just like listening to that man talk. I mean, I listened to his audiobook, Green Lights, and it was just like butter in your ear. So like, yes, praise be. But then also I feel like you also like have chatted with amazing I don't know, like subject matter experts in terms of like boundaries. Like
Yeah.
Stephanie's a massive boundary person. Talk to me, like tell me more about the people that you've talked to. Who have you like? I mean, if you can say it, I don't know. Like what have you learned? Who's
Yeah.
been like amazing?
Okay. So first of all, Matthew McConaughey, I took anxiety medication that day.
Necessary. Very
for
necessary.
good reason.
Yeah.
But then I was so calm, cool, and collected. But just imagine sitting at your computer waiting for Matthew McConaughey to pop up. Insane. Like actually insane.
Cannot.
And let me tell you how this interview happened. I was scrolling Instagram. I had COVID. I was in bed. And it was Thursday evening. I'm in bed sick. And I'm scrolling Instagram and I saw that he put out a children's book. So I forwarded that post to a girl. She is a producer in Canada and she will reach out to big guests for me to get them on the pod. And I forwarded it to her and I was like, ha ha ha, we should pitch Matthew McConaughey, like joking. Okay.
Of course.
The next day, yeah. So Friday, that was Thursday night. Friday, she FaceTimes me and goes, we have 45 minutes with Matthew McConaughey on Monday. I was like, you're kidding. So anyways, we like prep all the questions, get everything ready, take anxiety medication. And then he pops up on my screen and he's like, Renee, like
He knows you. Yeah.
Best
He's like,
friend.
oh my God. Like, and I had 45 minutes with him. Like when Ariana and I record with reality TV people, we get like 10, 15 minutes because it's like a press.
Yeah.
It's a press interview. Like they just want to do as many as
just
possible.
Bouncing. Yep.
Yes. 45 minutes with this man. Craziness. We had the best conversation. He was the best to talk to, like just such a good human and didn't care that I was like some small Canadian podcast, like just gave me exactly what he would give if he was talking to Oprah, you know?
It was such a good listen.
And
It was
then
so interesting.
after I pressed like stop recording, he was like, thank you so much for that. I really enjoyed that. And I was like, you are a gem of a human. And I remember talking to my friend that works in entertainment and like has been around a ton of celebrities. And she was like, this is why he is an A-list celebrity, because he is this kind of person. Like, this is why he is where he is.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can see that. Like,
Yeah.
he was a gem of a human. It was probably one of my favorite interviews. And I always talk about the difference between, like, you interview public figures, notable people, and some people are there to like have a conversation and other people just want to be interviewed and then press stop and go. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like you can feel it right away when you're talking to someone, like, oh, they feel uncomfortable when I'm sharing too. Like they just want you to spit out a question and leave them alone, you know? It's very interesting. But
so refreshing. Just genuine human beings.
Oh, God.
It's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best.
My favorite, Jillian Harris, is unbelievable.
What is she doing these days?
She is like...
She's like the original bachelorette or Yeah.
She's huge. So like you guys are in the States, so maybe she doesn't come across your desk as much, but like she's like one of the biggest influencers in Canada. She has multiple businesses, like does so much community work and putting out books and all kinds of things. She was one of my favorite interviews as well. And I had the opportunity to meet her in person. We were on a Disney cruise together. And like that, again, is somebody who like I've followed online for years and have loved their personality online. And they are the exact same in person.
The best.
Like she is the best. And so her
cool.
and her husband. So I always rave about her when people ask. Who else have I interviewed? Like so many, like subject matter.
Who is someone that you would love to have on your podcast?
Okay, Claudia Oshrey from The Toast.
Okay.
Or Stassi Schroeder from Vanderpump Rules.
You had those locked and loaded. You were ready. You were ready.
Man, I don't think about this ever. No, I never think about this. So,
of course not.
So funny story. The girl, this was just when the world started to go back to normal. I got a cold email from a girl who was like, I'm a producer at this show in Toronto. I'm obsessed with your podcast. She had 2 young twin boys at home. She's like, I listen to your podcast all the time. Like, if you want to connect and like if I can help you in any way with your podcast, like that would be amazing. And that's who pitched Matthew McConaughey.
Nice.
And so she came over, like she just sent me this email out of nowhere. And I was like, oh my God, like you want to help me? Like this is crazy.
Amazing.
She has
Send
like
her
a
our way.
crazy resume. Like, so she came over one day and brought me McDonald's and a bottle of champagne and was like, let's write a name of a guest that like your dream guest that you want to have on the podcast. And when you have them on, we're going to drink this champagne. And it's still in my fridge and it says Stassi Schroeder on it.
Okay, manifesting this for you.
Isn't that crazy?
Manifesting this.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Still in my basement.
Well,
it's coming.
Erin
Yeah.
Andrews and Charissa Thompson. Come on to
Yeah,
Sip Happens.
Steph.
That's my
Who's
manifestation.
Carissa?
So they're two sports broadcasters, but they
Oh,
have
I know Erin.
amazing, they have an amazing dynamic and this great podcast called Calm Down. But why I like them is they have such incredible insight, knowledge into the entire NFL and sports world. And they've like just truly carved out a niche in terms of more women's voices in sports, but they're just like badass, awesome, smart women. And then you bring them and they have their own pod, again, Calm Down. And Carissa has
Love.
like her home, like her horse farm and animals and saves dogs. And then Erin Andrews has her own fashion line. And I got really into it when Erin started sharing her entire fertility journey and her struggles with surrogacy and IVF. And like, it just made me love them and specifically her even more because it just showed another like layer or dynamic of these public figures that you see and they seem so perfect, but everyone's going through shit. We all have these internal things and you never know what people are like struggling with or going through. And I love
We're
them.
very much team transparency. We are ones who want to start conversations that people aren't like openly talking about often, like miscarriage or infertility or those things that like eating disorders, mental health, those things that feel so taboo. And, you know, growing up, you weren't allowed to talk about those things. And it wasn't, I was never taken to a doctor for an ADHD diagnosis as a kid, even though every single report card was like, Stefany is really smart, but she talks too much in class. She gets distracted. Like reading back, I'm like, we should have done that. But, you know, it was back in the day when seeing a psychologist or a therapist meant there was a problem and not actually something that just was a part of who you are. And
Yeah,
could
and
be
I feel
addressed.
like back in the day, like the name of the game was hiding problems as opposed to
Absolutely.
just being open about it. And like, I'm sorry,
Absolutely.
like as soon as I had such bad anxiety when I started grad school, like I was going to quit. And then talking about it and being open about it and like going to the doctor, getting medication, like huge weight off your shoulders, changed my life completely, you know?
Yeah.
But if I was like, oh, like I don't want to tell people I have anxiety, who knows where I would be now.
No,
Like I
well, and
definitely
you realize there's so many other people struggling with the same things that you're struggling with. And you also, whether you realize it or not, are giving other people permission to acknowledge what they're dealing with, whether they want to talk about it openly or just kind of introspectively just figure out what's going on in their own worlds. I don't know what sort of impact it's having, but I will forever shout from the rooftops about everything going on in my life, whether or not people should know about it, just to hopefully give someone else permission to be safe in their own world.
2 things. My PhD, like my whole specialty, master's and PhD, was eating disorders.
Oh.
And I recently went to my very first NFL game.
Oh,
Wow. 2
and
very
I saw
unrelated
this.
things.
No, and as you guys are talking, I'm like, you know, it's probably my ADHD kicking in, but I was like, oh my God, eating disorders, NFL.
Yeah.
Right.
I was
How was your NFL experience?
shocked. I am obsessed. I have been to so many sporting events. We went to a Buffalo Bills game. So apparently like Buffalo
Fantastic.
is like
Fantastic.
the place to be for NFL, like the culture. I could not believe, like we parked our car. We just decided to go. It was Sunday morning. I was about to go shower and just lay on the couch all day because Milo was at my mom's house. And then I was like, oh my God, the Kansas City Chiefs are playing Buffalo today.
Great game.
We live 2 hours from Buffalo. Let's just fucking go. Like, we don't have a child. Like,
Yeah.
we have money. Like, let's go. Let's be crazy. And so we got ready, drove to Buffalo. First time for either of us going to an NFL game. We
The
parked
bar
the car.
has been set high.
We parked the car And it was a 10-minute walk to the stadium.
Of course.
Everybody's just out barbecuing, throwing a football around. There's like piles of like Kansas City fans, and then there's Buffalo fans everywhere. Like, the culture was wild, and I've never had so much fun in my life. The game, I can't watch football on TV to save my life. I find it so boring. But in person, it flew by. Like, every time there was a play and it was like a point, it's like it was the Super Bowl end of the game.
The energy is contagious.
That's how the crowd reacts.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is so fun.
Amazing.
And so next year in the summer, I want to bring Milo to a game.
So fun.
It was amazing.
It's the best. It is the best. Yeah, I haven't been to an NFL game in a very long time, but just live sports in general are
fun.
so exciting. Steph is working right now with Team USA for the Olympics.
So I'm working on the Olympics. So I work for the U.S. Olympic Committee. And so I am managing all
Queen
things.
of live sports over here.
All things content and sports for the Winter Olympics, which are happening in February in the Dolomites.
So cool.
Yeah, which is really, really fun. All things
Oh my
Team
God,
USA.
that's amazing.
But we, going back to Buffalo, drove through Buffalo on our way to our 1-year anniversary of Hey Broncho.
Did you come to an Eras tour in Toronto?
Yes, we went to night 6 in Toronto.
What night
it was
were
so
we?
fun.
I don't remember what night we were.
It was we were the last. No, we were on
second to last.
Second to last, I guess. And it was right around Thanksgiving.
Oh my God, how
I love Toronto.
freaking amazing
it
was that Taylor Swift concert, though.
That was insane.
Yeah, I just saw she's dropping. Yeah.
Oh, the December 12th for the documentary. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. That concert was like, I'm not a religious person, but like, that was like religious experience. Is that rude to say to people that are religious?
No, but that's what religion is. It's when you are bonded together by a shared God and cause and music and camaraderie and vision and values and lore. It's the religion of Taylor. Yes.
Unbelievable. So good. It's so sad to me that like it doesn't exist anymore. You know?
I think it's going to be a minute until we get another tour, because now we're going to take a break to do, wife, potentially mother. We'll see what she has in store for herself. But it feels like a tour is not coming.
She did like a residency at the Sphere for Life of a Showgirl.
Yeah, I thought about this too. I felt something like that could be coming up, just given.
It's not a big venue, so money wise, I don't know if that makes sense for her, considering she could sell out like any stadium 20 times in a row.
But that's why she would do it, is because she's already done that thing, and this would be like such an immersive, exclusive experience in terms of lighting and AR and visuals. It's gonna be like an artistic expression.
Like artistic expression. Yeah.
You heard it here first.
Watch, she announces it tomorrow. We're like, yes!
No way.
Yes, I'm sure she does.
Oh my God.
All right. I want to be mindful of your time, but I do have 2 final, maybe like rapid fire questions that I just thought of that I want to ask you. The first is, are you team Christmas tree before Thanksgiving or not? I heard you might have wanted to put it up this weekend.
Okay, so we're going to put it up today. But also, Canadian Thanksgiving was October 11th.
Okay.
So
I didn't know that.
I had my Halloween decorations up. So I know, American Thanksgiving is what, this weekend or next?
December 25th. We're like a month away.
No, Thanksgiving next weekend.
Oh, Thanksgiving. Yeah. Thanksgiving next weekend.
Yeah.
Next weekend. Okay.
It's the last Thursday. I don't even remember how it falls. The date changes every year. It's the last Thursday in November.
Thursday the 27th.
Okay, that's crazy that it's so close to Christmas for you guys. For us, it's like 2 months away.
So it's, we're always next.
More than 2 months away.
Crazy.
But yeah, Christmas tree will go up today. What do you guys do before?
I do before. I do November 1st, so before Thanksgiving, because I want 2 full months of enjoying Thanksgiving.
You would put up your Christmas things in like September 1st if it was up to you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Same. I would keep them up year round. Like,
yeah, I love them so much.
I do weekend of Thanksgiving. Like, after Thanksgiving has passed is like my gateway. Then it's like, okay, now I can merge into Christmas.
I did see on socials that they did a study that people who put their decorations up earlier for Christmas are happier people.
I get that.
That proves my theory that I put them up earlier because they bring me joy. I want more joy.
Yeah.
So
when you take down Christmas decorations, how sad is that? I'm like, this house is a piece of shit. Like,
It
like
is.
it's bare
It is.
walls. Like
It's so sad. It's so depressing. But I've now set the precedent for my kids where they want to drive around and look for Christmas decorations. And I'm like, oh no, that's just us. Like no one else has them up yet. There's still the Halloween decorations out. So my poor kids are really desperate. If anyone in the area would like to put up their decorations, my kids are ready.
Yeah, love that.
Set the bar.
My last question is, it's a Friday night, which it is today. We're recording on a Friday. Mila's at your mom's. You have the ability to go, I don't know, date night with your husband. Where are you going and what are you drinking?
Ooh, oh my God, easy. Draft beer. I fucking love draft beer so much. I'm like Homer Simpson. Like, I love draft beer. I know it's random.
Any in particular, or just like whatever's on draft you will
It
drink?
has to be, okay, no offense. I know you guys are American, but when I went to the NFL game in Buffalo, we had a Bud Light. And I was
No.
Get this?
That's not beer. That's not beer.
It tasted like water. Like
That's not offensive to us. We don't drink Bud Light.
In Canada, our beer is like way higher percentage of alcohol than in America. My husband taught me this because I was like offended. I was like, this is a beer. Like
Bud Light is water.
Okay, so what beer do you drink in the US?
Stefany has the heavier beer taste.
I do. I love an IPA. I love a Kolsch, but like the Bud Lights though, like I don't do that. But like
in Canada,
the fratty beers. No.
Canada, we have really good beers. Like, well, I love a Stella, which is not Canadian. It's from, I don't know, Europe somewhere.
Belgium.
Yeah, Belgium. I love a Stella. I love Creemore. That's Canadian from like a little town near here. It has to be like a beer, not water. Like light beer? No, thank you.
Yeah.
But do you do like a porter or like a stout? Any of those? No. Okay.
No,
like
I like a lager.
Good lager.
A good freaking lager. But yeah, we would probably just go to like, I don't like going to fancy places because I don't want to be fancy. Like, look at me. So I hate the pressure of like getting dressed. I hate that. So I just want to go somewhere where we can like have pizza or like nachos and a beer. And I love going to the movies.
The best.
But it has to be the VIP cinema where
the best.
The seats like lay flat and they come serve you at your chair. Because once you have that experience, like a regular theater is just.
Now, your date night, are you sitting at a table or at the bar?
Either.
Okay.
Yeah. The last time we were just sitting at the bar because there was no room, and I liked it.
Yeah.
It was fun. Because then you could like watch the TV and like talk and stuff.
I'm a bar stool.
Yeah.
I love sitting at the bar.
Yeah.
I married a bartender, so that makes sense. Just wooed him from across the bar.
Yeah. So that's my
Well,
like,
I wish that we
date
were
night.
actually doing this over a beer. I feel like I want to come to Toronto and like hang out with you and have a beer.
Guys,
when you come to New York.
No, we'll meet in Buffalo halfway between.
Oh my God, let's go to a game.
We'll go to a game. We'll have some
smuggle
beers.
in beer.
Yeah, actual beer.
Canadian
you don't
beer.
need any of the canned water that they have there.
It's not a crazy idea. I mean, Buffalo is pretty awesome. I mean, it's stranger things have happened.
And
let me get this baby out first.
They're putting up the new stadium.
Yeah.
It looks so nice.
It's also the engineering that goes in. Obviously, there's a lot of engineering that goes into stadiums, but the things that I've seen when I watch the Bills games on TV and they flash to the new stadium and they will show like a walkthrough to test the wind and the direction of the wind. And they've built it so that the wind only blows on the opponent's side and not on the Bills' side. Like all of these things where I'm like, who thinks of this? That's insane. This. Yeah, it's very like they put a lot of thought into the engineering of these things. Or they'll do like the way the sun goes so that the opposing team will be standing in the sun the whole time and like can't see, and the home team will just be covered in the shade and comfortable. Like the thought that they put in. And it's sneaky. It's
that
sneaky,
is great. I love that.
It.
And the fans, I'm sorry, like the fans, we were wearing Kansas City stuff.
Oh, intentionally?
Yeah. Yes. Because I'm a fan of Taylor, and actually the reason I got into football was Jason Kelce, because I love him so much. Like he's so freaking funny.
Yeah.
Just like good guy. So I have all this Philadelphia stuff. I have a Jason Kelce jersey and I put it on to wear to Buffalo, and my husband was like, go take that off. Like he's not even like Philadelphia's not even playing. I was like, yeah, but it's football. Anyways, so I only have Kansas City stuff because my husband was Travis Kelce for Halloween and I was Taylor Swift.
Of course.
And I have a Disney sweater that's the Kansas City Chiefs. And so I was wearing Kansas stuff. And then this group of Kansas people, I bought a Buffalo Bills toque at Target in Buffalo because I was nervous. And I put the Buffalo Bills toque on. And then these guys who were Kansas fans took my Buffalo toque and gave me a Kansas City toque. It was like a whole thing. Yeah, it was like a whole thing. But the fans are crazy.
All fans are. All fans. Die hard.
NFL fans. Like if you go to a Raptors game and you're wearing the opposing team's jersey, nobody's even saying anything to you.
No.
Nobody cares.
No.
But like Buffalo fans.
If you go to the wrong NFL game with the opposing team's jersey, I mean, if you are playing against the Eagles and you're wearing the opposing jersey, they're probably the shit kicked out of you. You might not make it out of the stadium. Like,
do you know how many people like approached me and like said things to me? Like they weren't being mean, but they were just like, "Really, you're a Kansas fan?" I was like,
"You probably would have been safer in your Eagles attire." Just like, my team's not here. I'm just gonna neutrally stroll through both tailgates.
I had to explain to people, like, guys, I actually don't care. Like, I actually don't care who wins. I just have Kansas stuff. Yeah.
Just trying to get into character.
I just hope everyone has fun. Like, but it was so fun.
Just trying to drink this disgusting beer. Just trying to make it down.
Seriously.
Crazy.
We are not proud of Bud Light. Please do not hold our country to that. That is not.
Okay. Thank God.
It's not our people in this country. Not our people.
No.
Thank you for your time. This has been lovely. We could go on forever and ever and ever, but we'll have to do it again over beers and football in Buffalo.
Seriously, yes.
It'd be fantastic.
There was a store near the stadium that was all Buffalo Bills stuff, so I could go like do a whole outfit.
Stock up.
Yeah.
Perfect. Yeah. You'll do a Buffalo haul for us.
Cool.
Amazing.
I'm down.
I guarantee Steph will still just wear her Taylor Swift t-shirt. But
I'll channel the way that you showed up with your Eagles, and I'll just wear. I'm from Chicago, so I'll just wear all my Chicago Bears gear. So I'll wear my Bears gear. So that's what I'll do.
Okay,
great,
perfect.
We'll be a great trio. Perfect.
Love. Well, thanks, guys. This was great.
Well, thanks. It was amazing.